Hey guys, my name is Varrix and welcome back to another video. Today is the day. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to 360 in Dead by Daylight. Let's begin. Alright, so before we get to performing the actual 360, I want to go over a few things. 360ing is not the answer to every situation when you are running from the killer in Dead by Daylight. Most killers can compensate for 360s really well, and only like around 20% or so can actually be 360'd. 360ing is more of a last resort when there's no pallet or window nearby and you really need to make some distance quick. Pallet looping is definitely safer and a more reliable way to waste the killer's time. Go check out my video on pallet looping tutorial if you haven't already. But honestly, 360 is just so much more fun. Alright, so let's get to actually performing them. First things first, you're going to want to practice moving your character in circles. I know it seems pretty basic, but it's really important foundation. You can do that by pressing WASD or WDSA. Do that slowly and go in circles. Once you get the hang of that, try doing it while running. Congratulations, you can now run in a circle. In order for this 360 to work, you need to turn your mouse in the opposite way that you were turning. Do this fast enough and you'll do two 180 flicks that turn into a 360. Now you have your basic form for a 360. While just doing that works some of the time against more beginner killers, it rarely works against even semi-good killers. In order to increase your chances, make sure to fake once or twice to get the killer to swing in the wrong direction. You can fake by swinging from side to side, hitting the S and A or the S and D keys while moving your mouse always in the opposite direction. One of the most common ways to 360 is to fake while running away from the killer a few times and then do a 360. This confuses the killer as he does not know which turn is going to be the start of the 360. Once you get to actually 360ing, what you're going to want to do is you're going to turn around and go around the killer while doing the 360. So the killer's in the middle, you're doing a 360 around him. So that's basically how 360ing works. 360ing is a really difficult thing to do, and most of the time, you're not going to escape the match. People do 360s simply to piss off the killer and make them mad. Honestly, if you're trying to escape, it's not a good idea to do 360s because they're just too dangerous and the likelihood that you're going to die is really high. Try to couple 360ing with other jukes and strategies to make them more reliable in like an actual game. Because if you're just doing 360s, it's not going to go over well because the killer is going to adapt. If you mix the 360s up with different strategies, for example, the window fake is a really easy juke to do. Simply run along a wall towards a window, hugging the wall, and as you pass the window, the killer will assume that you mean to vault it and lunge at the window. So he's going to miss and you're going to get some more distance. That's a really basic juke. There's a lot of other jukes, which I'm not going to cover in this video. 360ing is a really fun way to play the game, and I hope I could help you off to a good start. Remember though, the only way you can become a 360 god is through constant practice of what I showed you today. Do this over and over and over and develop some consistency when doing 360s, and that's when you really shine. That just about wraps up this video on 360ing. I might make another video on it sometimes, who knows. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, and as always, make sure to subscribe to get notified whenever I post new content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.